When you think of American football, you picture roaring crowds, bone-crunching tackles, and that iconic brown ball spiraling across the field. But have you ever wondered how that ball, the very symbol of the sport, is actually made? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the fascinating process behind the football. And make sure to stick around until the end, because along the way we're busting myths, sharing wild fun facts, and revealing little-known secrets even the most dedicated fans might not know. To understand how the modern football is made, we need to rewind to the sport's scrappy beginnings. Back in the mid-1800s, American football was still taking shape, borrowing heavily from soccer and rugby. The balls used back then? They weren't sleek or aerodynamic. They were round or slightly oval, made by inflating a pig's bladder and wrapping it in leather. And yes, that's where the nickname pigskin comes from. But here's Mythbuster number 1 right away. Despite the name, no modern football has ever been made from pigskin. For well over a century, they've been crafted from cowhide. The pigskin name just stuck like glue, probably because it sounds tougher and grittier than cowhide ball. As the game evolved, so did the ball. Players wanted to throw it, not just kick it or run with it. By the early 1900s, the shape became narrower and more pointed at the ends, perfect for spirals. When the forward pass became legal in 1906, the design change paid off. Suddenly, football wasn't just a ground game, it was a spectacle in the air. By 1941, Wilson Sporting Goods became the official supplier of NFL footballs, a title they still hold today. Every single NFL game ball is handmade in a single factory in Ada, Ohio. Fun fact, Wilson named the ball the Duke in honor of Wellington Mara, the New York Giants owner. Even now, every NFL ball carries that nickname stamped in gold. And before we go further, don't fumble this chance. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Supporting this channel is way easier than recovering an onside kick. The journey of every football begins with leather, but not just any leather. Wilson sources their hides from the Horween Leather Company in Chicago, one of the oldest tanneries in the U.S. Horween has been supplying football leather since the 1940s. The hides are tanned, dyed that familiar reddish brown, and embossed with the pebble grain texture that helps players grip the ball, even in rain or snow. Here's fun fact number 1. One cowhide produces enough leather for about 10 to 12 footballs. And during Super Bowl week, the Wilson factory makes over 100 balls just for that single game. Imagine, the ball that decides the championship is one of hundreds crafted by hand in the same small town in Ohio. The hides arrive at the factory as large sheets which are cut into panels using sharp dies. Think of it like a giant cookie cutter stamping dough. Each football requires 4 panels. 2 are larger and carry the logos, while the other 2 form the ends. The Wilson logo and the Duke branding are heat-stamped in gold onto one of the larger panels before assembly. Then comes stitching. The panels are sewn together inside out, leaving an opening. Later, workers flip the ball right side out. No easy task, since the leather is stiff and thick. It's a job that takes strength and skill. After flipping, the last seam is laced shut with thick polyester cord, creating that familiar row of raised stitches quarterbacks use for grip. And here's Mythbuster number 2. Many people think the laces are just decorative. Not true. Quarterbacks rely on them for passing accuracy. In fact, some QBs are so particular about how the laces feel that they'll reject practice balls that don't have the right tension. Speaking of quarterbacks, did you know many of them have unique rituals with footballs? Peyton Manning was known for scuffing new balls on the turf during warm-ups to wear off the factory shine. Tom Brady preferred balls that felt slightly broken in, making them easier to grip. And Aaron Rodgers once admitted he could tell instantly if a ball wasn't inflated or laced just right. It just goes to show to players, a ball isn't just equipment, it's practically an extension of their hand. Inside each football is a rubber bladder that holds the air. The bladder is inserted before the ball is laced, and once it's in place, the ball is inflated to shape. The NFL is strict about inflation. Each ball must be between 12.5 and 13.5 psi. If that sounds familiar, it's because it was at the center of the infamous Deflategate controversy back in 2015. Fun fact number 2. Every NFL game uses around 24 to 36 brand new balls. Teams hand them off to referees before kickoff, who check each one with a pressure gauge. No squishy balls allowed. So here's a question for you. If you could keep just one game ball from football history, which play would you choose? Maybe the helmet catch in Super Bowl 42? Or Tom Brady's first touchdown pass? Drop your picks in the comments. Once the ball is fully assembled and inflated, it undergoes testing. Workers check the seams, the balance, and the overall shape. Every ball has to meet strict league standards. If it doesn't, it won't see the field. The approved ones are boxed up and shipped out, either to NFL teams, college programs, or retail shelves for fans. And here's Mythbuster number 3. People assume all footballs are identical. But that's not true. NFL balls are handcrafted leather. Many college and high school footballs are made with composite leather, which is synthetic and holds up better in bad weather. Youth footballs are even smaller, designed for tiny hands learning the basics. Did you know Canadian footballs are slightly larger than American ones? It's a subtle difference, but players swear they can feel it. And in the 1960s, the NFL even experimented with white footballs for night games so players could see them better under the lights. The idea didn't last, but college football still uses white stripes on their balls today. Would you rather own a game-used ball signed by your favorite player or a pristine, brand-new Super Bowl ball straight from the Wilson factory? Comment your choice and why. By now, you can see that making a football is more than just stitching leather. It's a mix of craftsmanship, tradition, and attention to detail. Every stitch, lace, and pebble pattern is there for a reason to make the ball durable, playable, and consistent. And here's the kicker. While modern machines help with some steps, each official NFL game ball is still handcrafted by real people in Ada, Ohio. That brings us to Mythbuster number 4. Many believe footballs are mass-produced entirely by machines. Not true. The Wilson factory still relies on skilled workers who handle cutting, stitching, lacing, and shaping. Every ball has the mark of human craftsmanship. Wilson makes about 700,000 footballs every year. Of those, only around 25,000 are official NFL game balls. The rest go to high schools, colleges, and fans. That means the ball in your rec league game might have come from the same tannery as the Super Bowl ball, just a different production line. So, the next time you see that iconic ball soaring across the field, remember? It's not just leather and laces. It's history, science, and centuries of evolution stitched together in one. From pig bladders to pebble grain leather, from backyards to the Super Bowl, the football has come a long way. And if you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, don't forget to subscribe. It's way easier than dodging a linebacker blitz. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.